Hello, today I'm going to test 3 USB all-in-one video bars, sound bars with cameras. There's got to be a name for this category, but I've not a clue what it is. Video bars, let's go video bars. So they're all-in-one USB camera, microphone and speaker for huddle rooms. The 3 units that I've got today are the Poly Studio, the Logitech MeetUp and the Cisco RoomKit Mini that I'm running in USB mode, which is the same as the Room USB that's just about to be released prior to it having its upgrade to make it a RoomKit. So all USB, all will have speaker tracking enabled, or will have in a second. The idea is so you can have a look at the difference between the cameras and the microphone pickup, and then you can make a decision which one is best for you. So let me start with turning on the framing of the studio. Now the studio has the option to frame the speaker or the group if there's multiple of you. So I'm going to go with frame speaker and I'll save that. It says, there we go. And the studio frames me. Okay, so now the studio has pan as well as cropping. So if I move out the shot, I'll move ever so slightly to the left, this camera should then pan to me. If I move hard right, the camera will realise that I've gone, and instead of doing a slow pan, it will just cut to me. Studio latest version also has something called conversation mode. Take another seat. What conversation mode does is if there are two people either side talking and having a conversation, it'll do that kind of framing where it splits the middle and you'll see both of them on screen. Quality little feature. So Poly Studio. Let me flip to another one and then you can have a listen to that. Okay, so this is the Logitech MeetUp. Difference with this one as to the other two is you have to have the software running on your machine to do any auto tracking. Now the tracking is turned on. I believe it frames group and not speaker, but it doesn't seem to be doing it. But I've got the software running. I'm just looking at it myself on the screen, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything. I'm also getting a bit of flicker on the camera, and in whatever option I choose for the anti-flicker, dependent on 50 or 60 hertz, I still get this. But let me go hard right, kind of away from shot, and see if it frames me. So I'll stand there and I'll talk at you. But it doesn't look like it's doing anything. Okay, we'll leave it at that. So yeah, I can't get that to kick in, but you can hear what the microphones are like. It does come with a remote control, as does the studio if you want to control it. You can also use the software on your laptop as well to control the PTZ, should you wish. Okay, and now let's swap to the Cisco. Okay, so now we've switched to the Room Mini, the Cisco. And what this does is frames the group as opposed to the option of group or speaker. This is framing the group, although it feels like the group is me and this space, but that was pretty sharp, pretty quick. The Cisco, you can manage, even the new Room USB, I believe you can manage from Webex, or you can do the web browser for local. The same with the Poly, actually. The Poly you can use with Resource Manager, Device Manager, or local app to do all your controls as well. Logitech is local, I believe. Let me move over again. I'll tell you what, why it's not got me centered there. Let me move to the left and see what the Cisco does. There we go, and it's framed group. Now, I'm not sure I expect it to zoom totally in, although the Poly did. Surely I'm the group. The group is me, not me in all this space. But the camera looks great. if I'm being honest, I think as units, and you can see yourself when you see the picture, I actually think this one looks the nicest. Sleeker, small footprint. But have a listen, let us know what you think.